Welcome to your first Comic-Con.
Thank you.
And how was your panel this afternoon?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, there must have been like 2,500 people in there, and I don't know. It's really gratifying in a way to see people that enthusiastic about the show. The fans' questions were really thoughtful and as sort of incisive and smart as the questions we got at the TCAs last week. So
you got one classic, like 3.5-minute long question about Dexter's psyche at the TCAs last week, which I enjoyed.
I think my answer was yes.
Yeah, it was good. But are the fans that invested in sort of his mental state as we journalists were?
Some more than others, but many questions were directed toward the writers. I think the fans, at least who were there today and took the time to ask questions, were really interested in how the writers come up with what they come up with.
Is that a question you really want the answer to?
Yeah, no, I was definitely like looking down the panel to hear what they had to say to some of them. Yeah, it was cool. Plus, we got to see a promo for the second season, and I saw some footage of stuff I hadn't seen yet, so that was fun.
For a show about a serial killer, it is surprisingly introspective. Mm-hmm. And last year we saw Dexter go about as far in the direction of trying to change his personality as I think he could get. Mm-hmm. What's on tap for season 3 in that?
Well, I think the second season ends in a way that suggests to Dexter that he is in fact doing what he's supposed to be doing. Every impediment and source of tension is miraculously, in a way, eliminated, and he's really firing on all cylinders at the top of 3 as a killer and in his daily life as a boyfriend, a brother, a blood spatter analyst. He's really owning himself in a new way, sort of putting his father behind him. But as you can imagine, things happen on more than one front to complicate his life once again.
I liked the sort of Deus Ex Lila that we had at the end of last season, and you've got another new character coming in.
Jimmy Smits plays Miguel Prado.
TV's Jimmy Smits.
Yeah, it's a real shot in the arm for us to attract somebody of his caliber to our show, and he's also just a really great guy, and I've really enjoyed the scenes we've had together and the story between Dexter and his character, Miguel Prado, that's unfolded thus far. We're 4 in, so we have 8 more to go.
Now, do you have that thing that I think I might have if I worked with Jimmy Smits, where I'm like, all right, TV icon, show me what you got. Bring it on.
No, I mean, maybe if Jimmy walked in the room with more of a sense of bravado, but he's such a sweet guy and such a supportive and generous actor. I mean, he's really there for the scene or for the relationship as it unfolds, and sort of inspires that in everyone around him, including me. So he's been really great to work with.
Are you now insisting that people refer to you as Emmy nominee Michael C. Hall? Officially Emmy nominated Michael C. Hall?
I've been doing that for years. I'm just glad it's like legit now.
Oh, good. Good.
No, not at all.
Come on, a little ego.
I mean, forget about it. It's not why we do it, but it's certainly gratifying, to be recognized that way.
Who would you most like to lose to if you have to lose?
Robert De Niro. Is he nominated?
No. What do you think is the key to Dexter being so appealing as a human being, that people actually think they might be okay with having him in their lives, even if they knew what he did for a living?
Well, I think the fact that he's taken such responsibility for his darker impulses and is in fact killing people who deserve it opens the door to sympathize with him or even identify with him. And, I think we don't all have shadow sides as formidable as Dexter's, but we all have our shadow side. And we don't all feel like we fake every human interaction, but we all struggle with feelings of inauthenticity. And we don't all have secrets as formidable as Dexter's, but we all have our secrets. So he's, I think, pretty universally relatable, even though he presents himself as somewhat set apart from the rest of the world.
If a serial killing is a 10 and, sheer normality is a 1, where would you put Comic-Con attendees on the scale?
Oh, I wouldn't want to relegate every attendee to one number. I'm sure we have some 10s in there, or at least some 9.5s.
I guess this whole festival is sort of about embracing your inner geek. So
Right.
what would we all be surprised to learn that you're a total geek for?
Well, lately I've been a total geek for some of the reality programming on Bravo, Project Runway and Top Chef. I'm a total geek for those shows.
It takes a real man to admit that.
Yeah, I'm not totally comfortable with that.